Hello there from Old Town. Brennan and I are coming to Old Town just to kind of check it out. We came a few weeks ago with a couple of our friends, and now I think we need to try to find a parking spot. I am very unfamiliar with Old Town. Brennan's been here a couple times, but we are here to explore. We parked somewhere a little bit different last time, but I wanted to come in through the entrance underneath the Old Town sign. Let's see if we can find a parking spot and start to explore. Oh, there are parking spots right there. All right, we found a parking spot. We're heading into Old Town. Now, Brennan has been here before. Brennan!
Hi.
So you used to come here all the time, apparently, right?
Oh yeah, so I had an aunt and uncle, and they would come down like almost every weekend for like the car shows that they had here. So I spent like a lot of time here as a child.
That's awesome.
So there's a lot of memories that are around here, and it's like weird that Roy's never been here to me.
Well, I've been here once now, but it was just to hang out and to take some fun pictures, which I'll show you that in just a second. So like I said, we came here a couple weeks ago, and we went right here with our friends Max and Naomi for Naomi's birthday. This is the portrait gallery, and we took a fun picture, right?
We did.
We dressed up as pirates,
Yeah.
and here's that picture right there. I think we look pretty good, don't you?
All
right, and now we're
gams out and everything in that picture.
I know, fishnets and swords and guns. Now this is a pretty significant location for you, right?
I wouldn't say it's significant, but I just have like a lot of like bad memories like walking by this place as a kid, because like if you were ever here like in like the late 90s, like they had people out here like heckling you like nobody's business, like to come to the haunted house, and they would like have people dressed up outside like scaring people walking the streets, and it like I couldn't handle it as a child.
Did you ever do it? Did you ever go?
No!
Really? It looks pretty fun.
I always wanted to do this guy though.
What, the sky coaster?
Yeah.
That's over at Fun Spot. So there's a Fun Spot right next to Old Town that's not part of Old Town, right?
Yeah, it's just a Fun Spot Kissimmee location.
Alright, so we made it to the front of Old Town. That's where we came in. Right over there underneath that sign. There's a Ferris wheel and a slingshot right over here. This is exciting. Are you hungry?
Yeah, let's get some food.
Alright, so we're gonna head over to Fun Spot, which is, again, right next door. Now this is pretty familiar to me because I did stay back over there behind Fun Spots in a hotel with my parents a couple years ago, I think. All right, so this is the entrance to the Old Town Strip, which to me pretty much resembles on Main Street, USA, with just a few offshoots, more or less, some restaurants, some shopping. It's pretty touristy here, so I'm fitting in just fine. As you can see, I am wearing my most touristy shirt possible, and Brennan just stopped by the tiki station back over there and got this massive pineapple.
And you know,
look at this. That is huge, Brennan.
it's really heavy too.
You think I look touristy right now?
Yeah.
Yay.
It's the camera that does it.
Alright, so we actually had to sit down so Brennan could drink this because it is so massive.
Look
I
at
tried
it.
to pick it up and I couldn't. With one hand, I couldn't do it. It's that heavy. What even is it?
Oh my gosh.
I assume it's rum in there.
Yeah, I put rum in it, but it's just like a fresh pineapple. So this was just like a whole pineapple. He cut it up. This was the insides of it. He cored it. And then inside is just like fresh blended raspberries with some rum.
That is pretty intense.
Oh, it is so fresh. Like you can just smell all the fruits coming out of
Oh,
it.
wait a minute. I have the pineapple shirt. I should get a picture with that.
Right?
This is so heavy. This is intimidating. So you could have gotten it as half a
half.
pineapple, not a full pineapple, but you got a full pineapple.
I got a full one.
Self-indulgent, look at you go. Well, that's nice.
It's lovely.
It's not that strong though, so that's good.
Yeah.
This was only $13? Just say only $13, but this would be,
This would just be like one regular drink at a theme park, and I got
Yeah.
this whole pineapple.
or if you got this at like a farmer's market or something like that, it'd probably be a little bit more
Yeah.
expensive. I love that. All right, so Brennan is all done with her pineapple beverage. That was actually really good, and I think an incredible price for what you got for it. It was delicious. So now we're walking around, maybe we'll get to grab some food. I'm getting kind of hungry. All right, so we made it back to the haunted house right over here, which again is right across from the portrait gallery. This was fun. I've always wanted to do something like this, and I'm glad that we got to do it with our friends, and at least right now during the current time, it was actually pretty safe, reasonably safe. You wear your mask on until you're fully dressed, and then they send you over to where they take the pictures. They take the picture, you put the mask back on, and the props are very, very real. Like a very, very heavy sword and heavy revolver. I don't know, it was just a neat process, and I'm glad that I finally got to do it.
Oh yeah, super detail oriented, and in that photo I like could barely hold that sword up.
So this is a fun little story that Vernon told me when we came a couple weeks ago. This is an arcade, I guess, over here, and there's this attraction, which is a guy basically in an electric chair, which is very morbid to me and kind of inappropriate in a family environment. But essentially you pay to electrocute him. And what can you tell me about memories about this?
What? This is just gonna be like a vlog about what scared Brennan as a child. Like,
I guess so.
I was a terrified child, I'm sorry. Oh my god, I hate it.
But from what you told me last time, you would just be kind of walking around and then you would hear that in the background, then it would just traumatize you, right?
Yeah, like somebody did it in front of me once and I didn't realize like the extent of like what it does, and it was just super scarring to me as a child.
It is very graphic.
It's definitely not as bad as it used to be like in the 90s, but like obviously I get scared of it still.
Not a fan. So I think now we're gonna head over here to the A&W restaurants, because I don't think I've ever been in there. Yeah, I think they have sliders here, maybe some milkshakes. I've never been in an A&W before. Hooray for new experiences. How neat. All right, so we just got our food.
Marinara sauce for you.
Ooh, marinara sauce. So you got some ranch. I got an A&W root beer floats here. Brennan got some cheese curds.
And then we got our own chicken tender slider.
Yeah, we got some chicken tender sliders.
Let me open it up.
Go for it. Mmm. That looks pretty good. I'm very curious. I would have wanted to get a burger here, but they only have these in slider form, and we're not incredibly hungry, so I'm gonna give the chicken sandwich a
And now
try.
we have reason to come back.
Yeah, okay. All right, so that was absolutely fantastic.
I would come back for those chicken tender sliders alone.
I don't normally go for chicken sandwiches, like I said, but those were so good. And the cheese curds, which tasted like tiny little mozzarella sticks. Man, they were good. Ooh, and the float. It was yummy.
It was an all-around experience.
So we're gonna walk all the way down to the end of the strip here, and then probably maybe head over to what's the name of it? Fun Spot. So most of the stores here along the strip seem to be Disney souvenir stores, which is okay, but there's still a lot of very peculiar and unique gift shops just here at Old Town, which I like a lot.
Yeah, this place used to be like a taffy store. I think they do still sell taffy.
Really? Looks like a popcorn store to me now.
But it was just like giant like candy store.
I'm just circling you, sorry. So there's a little fun area over here that I do not think is part of Fun Spot, right?
No, this is a part of Old Town.
Okay.
There used to be this little like caterpillar coaster over here, and it was my first roller coaster ever.
Oh, really? Is it not here?
Nah.
Huh. There's a roller coaster right there. We could totally do that one day.
Maybe after more drinks.
Maybe after 5 more pineapples, right?
Yeah.
All right, I think we're gonna go inside this popcorn company store. No, we're not. Apparently, it is closed. But I don't know if you can see inside. Can you? There's a bunch of popcorn varieties in there. Oh man, I want to get some fun popcorn. Look at all that. There's a general store here, which I think this is pretty significant for Vernon. Doesn't your mom love this store?
Yeah, so when the Coca-Cola like memorabilia stuff was popular, my mom wanted to start her own trend because she was a Pepsi girl. So she would come into here every time and get one more item to add to the collection of Pepsi stuff. So now my mom has all of her like Pepsi stuff on display in their kitchen.
This is a Pepsi Cola general store. Well, that's neat.
Proud of you, Mom. Going against the grain.
There's a bunch of bars along the strip here. On the right, this is a black market mineral store. That's cool. You can, looks like you can, what is that called? When you like mine for gold, when you like sift it.
Yeah. I was obsessed with this store as a kid.
There's the A&W store right there, and this is where you can sift for gold. I think you can buy a bag inside the store right there, and then you can sift it around and see what you get. So that's neat. Yeah, purchase bags of mining rough in the black market mineral store. Neat. And there's Fun Spot right there. All right, I don't know if we're gonna walk around the entirety of Fun Spot, but we're coming over here to check it out. Straight ahead, that is the Comfort Suites. That's where I stayed with my parents when we went to Disney a couple years ago. I don't really remember what we did, but I know we went to Toy Story Land, so right around the time that opened or a little bit after that, we stayed right there. I, of course, have never been here either to Fun Spot. I've been to the other Fun Spot, but this is my first time in the Kissimmee one. This is pretty cool. There's White Lightning, the roller coaster. Right over there, looks like there's an entrance to Old Town right up here as well. Okay, I just embarrassed myself. This is the Mine Blower, not White Lightning. White Lightning is another roller coaster that Fun Spot has. But that's the Mine Blower, and I've always wanted to do that at some points. And this is, I believe, the world's tallest sky coaster. Is that true? I think this one is taller than the other one over by Universal.
Is it?
I think so. All right, so I think we're heading back over to Old Town. We'll have to make another trip out just to hang out a Fun Spot, right?
Yeah.
That's a place we really haven't, here or over in Orlando, we haven't really spent a lot of time at Fun Spot, so we gotta do it. All right, so I think we've pretty much made a lap up and down the boulevard. So I think we're pretty much done here at Old Town. Maybe we'll head all the way down because we parked kind of like back over there. So we'll make one more little walk down here and back and call it a day. This is an interesting store. This is an as seen on TV store. So in infomercials and ads on TV, I guess this is just what this store is. Just showcasing a lot of those sort of items. Very interesting. There's an ice cream store right there, another gift shop. There's a bar right over here. There was a magic show kind of down at the end of the boulevard down there. Brendan, there's so much here that we really got to come back and fully appreciate.
I know.
There's a British shop, a magnet store, a rock and roll store. There's a leather store. Wow, I want to explore pretty much all of these stores. That's so exciting to come back and just really enjoy this. It's like Disney Springs, but at least for me, I've never been here, never gotten really to explore it. So I don't know, it'd be fun. I've gone to Disney Springs a lot, so to have like a new experience of a new shopping, entertainment, restaurant area, that's cool to me. Back by the entrance yet again, there's a bar over here. I wish I could showcase just all of the different bars and restaurants and gift stores and then novelty stores as well, but I guess that's for the next trip, right?
Yeah.
Is there a store that used to be here that is now no longer here that's you used to enjoy and spend a lot of time at, or are there stores that are just standing the test of time that have been here since you've been a little girl for 20 years?
There's a lot of things that have honestly stood the test of time, but there is, like, on the other side of these buildings over here, so this main strip back here is where they used to like tailgate the like nice fancy cars, where like all the guys into cars could go around and like look at each other's and like bro out and stuff. And there used to be this like mom and pop diner on the other side that like I would always have my mom take me to so I could eat food, and that's not there anymore, but that was a lot of memories for me.
But for the most part, it's all still here.
Yeah, surprisingly.
I was a little bit worried about the potential of being heckled in an environment like this, where kiosk workers, like at the mall, that would try to get you to buy a product or try to get you to buy Disney tickets and that sort of a thing, but hasn't been the case at all. It's been a very, very comfortable experience here. I'm sure that this opens up later on. That looks nice and spooky.
Most of these people have been here like 20 plus years, so I think they're like, I'll get business when I get business.
That's fair. There's a bar here that Brennan is checking out that looks really cool. Look at all these drinks. Well, that's neat. We definitely have to get back here.
Yeah.
So that was our trip out to Old Town to have a good time, to eat some food, have some drinks. I've lived in Orlando for 5 years, and I came here for the first time 2 weeks ago. What the heck?
I guess like everyone has childhood memories of Old Town if they grew up in Central Florida, but then you like grow out of it, but then you come back as an adult where it's like there's alcohol and there's restaurants and you're like, ooh, I love Old Town again.
Cool. There's so many shops that I want to go in. I want to get so many foods and drinks. It's all of these stores and restaurants and bars. Man, well, we'll have to come back.
Yeah.
We absolutely have to come back. This is a fun place to hang out, and I'm
It's a
sure
new
at
date
night,
night.
yeah, I'm sure at night it's a very different experience.
Mm-hmm.
We'll have to come back and check it out. Thank you for hanging out with us today and exploring somewhere new for the first time. We'll see you later. Have a good day.
Bye.
And goodbye.